So the question is, when you have a Ford Expedition and it has the 5.4 V8, which most of them do, and you start hearing a ticking sound, what do you do? Well, I'm going to tell you right away. Take it to somebody to tear into it. In my case, I think I just barely got lucky on this one. There's a possibility that if the ticking is from up top, that under the valve cover, you might find something a little bit wrong. And in my case, it's one of these roller rockers, which I don't know if you can see here. These guys have a roller for the cam, and that thing can get out of alignment and create an enormous problem. Now this one's already been replaced, but you can see where the top of this cam lobe is rough. Looks like we got it in time. You can take that roller rocker arm off without taking the cam off, which is amazing. And if you can replace that, we might be okay. Let me see if I can get that. Okay, so here is a good roller rocker here, and what it does is it just pivots based on the cam lobes turning around, and the cam lobe is rolling against this roller. And this is a good used one. It's smooth, it's shiny, and it rolls well. And by the way, incidentally, these are the older, this is an oil lubricating hole. The updated ones have a smaller hole and it's more directed. So it, again, maintains a higher oil pressure, and it's more specifically directed oil. So anyway, here's a good one that was probably good enough to put into a used motor to keep it going. But this is what I've got. Now, let me show you what came out of mine. Okay, this has totally collapsed. You can see the difference in the profile. It has gone down, and it doesn't spin at all. It is completely locked up. The needle bearings inside of here have collapsed, and that thing is not doing its job. So now this one surface right here was rubbing against the cam lobe as it was turning it, and it had gotten off of alignment. It was making a terrible racket. I was probably down on power, but with the noise it was making, I didn't even want to make power. I was trying to be gentle with it. So, bottom line is, my guy was able to just, didn't take out the cam, just loosened it up. Was able to fish this old one out, put a good used one back in, which is all I wanted. I didn't want to spec new ones, or if you really wanted to get this thing right, you might replace all of them with the newer design. But in any case, this totally fixed my problem. He checked the other side to make sure it was good. So with a new gasket set and an oil change and changing those two out, it was a very inexpensive solution, and I'm super thankful to have this thing back on the road without an awful lot of cost compared to what it might have been. Bottom line, I want to encourage you guys, use a higher viscosity oil. Don't use a thin oil. Again, that works against your oil pressure need on these engines. And these are my opinions, my recommendations. Obviously, mine's so far out of warranty. You know, I'm on my own in that respect. And if you hear a noise, absolutely deal with it quickly. I suffered some cam lobe damage on that one lobe. It's probably going to be okay for as long as this engine's going to go. But I would say definitely look for that inexpensive fix in case that could save you a complete motor. So Just my little helpful tip for the day. Have a great day.